Hello everybody, I'm Maxi. Welcome to another video of Mandarin Explained. And in this episode, we are going to talk about the tones of the character yi, the number 1. Just like the character bu we talked about, the character yi is pronounced under different tones in different situations. And this happens to a few very basic Chinese characters. And in the case of yi, sometimes we pronounce it on the first tone, yi. Sometimes we pronounce it on the second tone, yi. And sometimes we pronounce it on the fourth tone, yi. So again, does it have a rule or is it totally random? Yes, it has a rule, and don't worry, it's quite simple. And here again, I've prepared 10 examples for this character. Come have a try, see if you can find the rule before I tell you. So the 10 examples. 唯一唯一一个一个一生一生一群一群一起一起统一统一一会儿一会儿看一看看一看万一万一11691.1 11691.1 Have you discovered the rule? And again, if you are a newcomer who cannot tell the four tones apart yet, I have another video teaching this. You can check that one. Okay, back to the rule here. So, if the character yi appears alone or appears at the end of a word or a phrase, it's pronounced on this default tone, the first tone, yi. And then, just like the character bu we talked about, if the character in the word or phrase after yi is a tone 4 character, then yi is pronounced on the second tone, yi, 一个, 一个. And then if the character after it is on any other tone, it's pronounced on the tone 4, 一, 一生, 一生. But then, in the examples I just shared, there is one exception. The last example, when I pronounce the number, 11691.1. You see, the last two of them are both pronounced on the first tone, 一, 11691.1. Because in my head, this number is divided into two parts, the part before the point and the part after the point. So I automatically treat them as two words. And those two characters are both at the end of a word. So I pronounce them on the first tone, 一, 11691.1. That's the only exception here. Okay, let's go through all the examples again and pay attention to yi's location and the character after it. 唯一唯一一个一个一生一生一群一群一起一起统一统一一会儿一会儿看一看看一看万一万一11691.1 11691.1. Okay, so do you remember it now? First tone, yi, when alone or at the end. Second tone, yi, when before a tone 4 character. And then fourth tone, yi, before all the other characters. And then there is one exception where I would pronounce its default tone, yi, before a tone 4, 字, when I say 这个一字, which means the character yi, because here I was referring to the character yi, so I pronounced it on this default tone, yi. Because in my head, the character is by default yi, and here I was referring to it, so it automatically came out as yi. And again, the tones here doesn't affect its meaning at all. So even if you sometimes pronounce it in the wrong way, it's still totally understandable. When some Cantonese speakers from Hong Kong speak Mandarin, they pronounce all of them on the first tone, yi, and it's still very easy for me to understand them. because the tone difference here doesn't affect its meaning at all. We developed this habit just because we think this way is easier to pronounce. And okay, that is today's video. I hope it's helpful for you. Thank you for watching this far. If you like this video, if you like what I'm doing, please leave a like and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.